Life with a toddler can feel like you're starring in a three-act play where the script changes every 5 minutes. One moment they're giggling and handing you pretend tea in a plastic cup. The next, they're full body flopping onto the floor because you dared to cut their toast in triangles instead of squares. Then, 2 minutes later, they're in your lap, snuggling like the toast tantrum never happened. It's emotional whiplash in the best and worst of ways. Parenting a toddler is hard, no sugarcoating that. But there are some things that make it much easier and, honestly, way more enjoyable. These five simple strategies have made a world of difference in our day to day life. They take a little practice, but once they become part of your rhythm, they can turn those hair pulling moments into ones filled with more laughter, connection, and yes, even peace. Let's start with the first tip, which is a total game changer if you feel like you're constantly following your toddler around saying things like, "Don't touch that. Put that down. Not in your mouth. Stop climbing that." Sound familiar? You're not alone. Tip 1. Create a yes space. Toddlers are wired to explore. It's how their brains grow, physically, socially, and emotionally. That wild urge to touch everything, climb anything, and test every single boundary, it's not misbehavior, it's learning. But here's the problem. Constantly telling them no is just as exhausting for you as it is frustrating for them. Imagine being surrounded by interesting, exciting things, but every time you reach out to touch one, someone says, "Nope." That's what it's like for them, every day. The solution? Create a yes space. This is a completely toddler proof area where they can explore freely without you having to constantly intervene. You might need to move some breakables, cover outlets, stash away older siblings' Lego sets, or even block off parts of the house. Yes, it might feel like your home suddenly looks like a daycare, but it won't be forever. In our house, the downstairs is the yes zone. It's where our toddler can roam, play, and touch whatever she wants, mostly. But upstairs, that's where we keep the fancy things, the craft supplies, and the books with pages that aren't meant for ripping. That's a parent supervision required zone. Setting up a yes space means you can relax a bit more and your toddler can enjoy exploring in a safe, stress free environment. Win win. Now, on to the next one. And this one is so subtle, but so powerful once you get the hang of it. Tip 2. Tell them what to do, not what not to do. When you say, "Don't run," your toddler has to figure out two things: that running isn't okay, what they should be doing instead. That's a lot to process, especially in the middle of a hallway sprint. Instead, try flipping your words. Walking feet inside. Hands stay on the table. Feet stay on the floor. This small shift helps your toddler know exactly what you want them to do. It removes the guesswork, reduces frustration, and helps them succeed. It's also way more empowering. Instead of feeling like they're constantly doing something wrong, they feel like they're being guided, not scolded. Clear, positive instructions help build your toddler's confidence and make them more likely to actually listen. It takes some practice, especially when you're tired or reacting quickly, but trust me, the payoff is huge. Let's move on to the third strategy, which will save you from a house that looks like a toy store exploded and boost your toddler's focus at the same time. Tip 3. Rotate their toys. If your toddler's toy box is overflowing and yet they seem bored, you're not imagining it. Toddlers actually play better when they have fewer toys available at once. When there's too much choice, it becomes overwhelming, and they often bounce from toy to toy without truly engaging with any of them. So here's what you do. Take a few toys out for them to play with and store the rest out of sight. Then, every week, or whenever they start getting bored, rotate in some of the hidden ones and stash away the old ones. To your toddler, this feels like brand new toys every time. But really, it's just their same favorites cycling back into view. You'll be amazed how much longer they engage with their toys and how much cleaner your living room stays. Now let's talk about transitions, one of the biggest triggers for toddler meltdowns. Tip 4. Give advance warnings for transitions. Stopping something they love and moving to something they don't? That's hard. Not because they're being difficult, but because transitions require so much from their still developing brains. They have to stop, process the change, manage their feelings, and shift focus. That's a lot. So help them out by giving a heads up. You can do this in 3 ways. Use natural breaks. After your show, we're having lunch. When you finish your puzzle, it's bath time. This makes the transition smoother because they see a clear end to the activity. Use a timer. Toddlers don't really understand 5 minutes, but they can grasp that when the timer goes off, something changes. When this timer beeps, it's time to clean up. Use a visual or sound-based timer, phone sand timer, or kitchen timer, and keep it visible. And don't forget to follow through when it goes off. Use repetition counts. You can go down the slide 3 more times, then it's time to go home. Counting down helps your toddler prepare, feel some control, and transition with less resistance. But even with all these tools, remember, sometimes your toddler will still get upset, and that's okay. Which brings us to our final and maybe most important tip. Tip 5. Expect big emotions. And stay calm anyway. Even when you do everything right, your toddler might still lose it. That's not a sign you failed. It's just part of toddlerhood. They're learning how to handle disappointment, frustration, and change. Their brains are still under construction, and when things don't go their way, their emotions can feel too big for their tiny bodies. Your job in those moments isn't to fix or stop the meltdown. It's to stay calm, stay close, and ride it out with them. Avoid jumping to punishments like taking away treats or canceling plans. These don't teach toddlers how to manage their feelings. They just teach them that their feelings are a problem. Instead, offer comfort, acknowledge their emotions, and gently guide them back when they're ready. These are the moments that build trust. They might not remember the slide or the snack bar, but they will remember how you made them feel when everything felt too big. Final thought, the wise lesson parenting. A toddler isn't about perfect control or constant calm. It's about creating an environment where your child can safely explore, express, and learn, while you stay grounded enough to guide them through it all. The wise lesson in all of this? Your toddler isn't giving you a hard time. They're having a hard time. And your calm, consistent presence is what makes all the difference. So breathe. Lower the bar from perfect parent to present parent, and trust that these little strategies will help both of you grow together. Reaching this goal involves a process of trying different methods and learning from your mistakes along the way. At the end of the day, we're all human. Believe in yourself, you got this. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future updates and videos. I'm Sticks and Toddlers, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.